want to start it or?
Oh yeah, I started.
All right.
Recently we did a video on Flight Reacts, and if y'all seen that video, y'all remember how his shorty was wilding. But if you were listening closely, do you remember what she said?
I remember
You remember what she said?
I do indeed.
She was asking him to cut off the live so they could fuck, pretty much. And that brought up like an interesting topic that we want to talk about, how pussy is not an apology.
It is not.
It's dead not.
It's not.
How you feel about that?
I feel like, in that video, she was literally gaslighting how he felt about, everything that was going on and chalking it up to, oh, we do this all the time. But, after a certain, amount of times it's happening, you get tired of that, no matter what the situation is. And, no matter how good the sweet watery guts is, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't necessarily mean that you want to sit there and go through the bullshit just to have the makeup sex or, oh, are you mad at me? Like, why I gotta sit there and, get all riled up and angry and whatnot, and then you think that, just letting me hit is going to make me feel better. Like, these situations and these issues is still going to be underlining. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like to that point, what you're saying, like how she just kind of put his feelings and what he was going through aside to just cover that up and be like, okay, here's some pussy, everything's gonna be better now. Yeah. When that's not the case. That's really not the case.
Pussy is not an apology or present.
It's not a present. It's not an apology. It's not different from last week when we were fine and it's not. It's the same. It's the same.
I bought you a bag and then for your birthday or something like that.
Pussy again? Wow.
And
thanks.
For my birthday, I get the same pussy.
It's all right, I just had this last night.
Thank you.
He's like,
you know what I'm saying? Leftovers again.
No.
Cool.
I hope your shorty don't see this.
No.
What shorty?
Oh.
No.
You gotta go.
Oh, sorry.
You gotta go.
I was joking, babe.
Nah,
I'm not seeing nobody though.
Nah, but on that note, even then, this is something that we always talk about, how men's feelings are minimized because they don't want to deal with our feelings.
Right.
They're like, okay, if I give him some pussy, if I give him some head, he'll get over it. So then it's like, as a guy, it's like, well, you just gonna suppress that. You're like, alright, fuck it. But then that doesn't just go away. It doesn't fix anything.
And you know what? To play devil's advocates, I will say that some men allow this. Most men allow this.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Because they're used to suppressing their feelings anyway. So they're just like, alright,
so
fine.
it's like there's a problem, but men are also perpetuating that problem. So
we grew up with that problem. It's like, you can't express yourself. You're not supposed to express yourself.
Right.
So the moment you're about to express yourself, and she's like, okay, I'll give you this. Then it's like, okay, once I fuck, I'm not gonna be upset no more. I'm not gonna feel this way no more.
Which is not true, because you will still you're gonna be upset.
You may not be upset, but that problem is still not fixed.
Exactly.
It's like you still need a solution to it, because then if that's I can just, as long as I can give him sex whenever he gets mad, and that's it.
And honestly, that's
she get off scot-free. It's like that's fucked.
And that's no different from a man, manipulating or being verbally abusive to his woman, and thinking that sex is going to fix everything.
Mm-hmm. Not even sex, money will patch it over.
Or just like, yo,
that's like the equivalent.
Here, take
that's
this.
That's
the equivalent for men.
Indeed. So it's just like, that's no different from that. So it's just like people have to learn how to have different, coping mechanisms and have, different ways to communicate their feelings instead of just, not addressing the elephant in the room.
People are afraid to have communications now because they might. some people they're putting on a facade. They don't want to come off crazy. They don't want to feel like, oh, you gonna do this or put this. Like women do that a lot. Not just say with in this sense as women. A lot of women that I've dealt with who would be like, oh, I didn't want to bring this up to you because I didn't want you to think I was crazy.
But you bringing it up now, and now it's even worse.
And now it's like you coming at me with an attitude out of nowhere, and I don't know what's going on. So now it's like, okay, I think you're crazy. But if you came to me and was like, hey, I didn't like that you did this, or you had a problem with this, more than likely you'll get a different outcome, a different response from it. Right. But if you just come at me a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks later after, and I don't even know what's going on, I don't even know that I did something wrong at that point, and now I don't care. Like now I don't care. So then it's like what's wrong with like communication? And guys do they'll just let shit slide because they don't want to talk about nothing. Mm-hmm. And then it's like once you keep letting it slide, then it's just gonna be a build up. And then the things with guys is they probably don't bring it up. They just act out on it. I think more so.
Right.
We like they'll just act out.
I feel like talking about as a man growing up, like talking about your emotions, like
that wasn't allowed.
Especially to your significant other.
That's not allowed.
It's always gonna either be blown back in your face or it's gonna be like a sign of weakness. Yeah.
Or he's soft.
And
he's light skinned or whatever. Like
he got light skin tendencies.
Light skin tendencies.
Until this day, this still happens. You know what I'm saying?
No, 100%.
Probably even more.
100%.
Because people don't know how to talk to each other now, especially due to like social media. Mm-hmm. People don't know how to talk to each other.
Like I've literally had a woman that I was dating like a long time ago. She was basically like, she told me, yo, I need you to be more in touch with your feelings and stop acting like you don't care about things. But then you know what she said to me? She said the last dude I was in a relationship with, he just kept on crying about everything and I couldn't deal with it. So it's like
it's a double-edged sword.
Unless it's like if he was like literally like crying about everything, that's a little bit different. Because you may not, you don't want to be around anybody that just cries about everything.
I didn't care enough to ask her to be.
No, I feel you. I feel you.
But her saying that is automatically gonna incept into my mind, like, okay, I cannot show you my emotion.
Yeah, I can't.
Because you're automatically gonna compare me to the last guy.
I see how you compare other people who's like, he's too emotional and stuff like that.
Right.
And then it's like because he's telling you that he has a problem with something's going on, he's too emotional.
Right.
And then it's like, you could be emotional, but it's like, well, I can only show like happy emotion. I can't show discomfort or this
or sadness or
like what? Like, I could show anger.
Okay.
Anger and happiness. Those are the only emotions men could have. Anger and happiness.
What about the in between stuff though? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if I'm hurt about some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if? But I'm not hurt as in I want to be angry about it. Like I'm hurt as in I want to get my emotions out. Like I want to sit near somebody and like somebody I care about and like cry. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that.
I remember it's a situation with one of my friends, right? It was if anybody knows me, I'm like, I'm void of like almost any emotion in most situations, right? It's like, I don't care about certain things. I don't got a problem with things. I'm gonna just move on. And then there was a time where it was like, I was expressing, I'm like, yo, like, I don't like what's going on. Like, and it was like, like you like to portray yourself as this, but now you want to show emotion. Now you want to act like you. And it's like, the fuck? Like, it's just like, why can't I be upset now? Like, just because I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna be fine, alright. But then you're the ones that tell me like, oh no, like that's not okay. Nobody's gonna be good forever. Mm-hmm. And I'd be like, oh yeah, but I'm just not good at it, or I don't like doing it. And then when I am expressing like, hey, like I got a problem, and like, yeah, I'm hurt. It's like, oh, now you want to act like you hurt over this, and it's like,
well, I feel like in that situation you condition those people that you're usually around to seeing you as someone who's more like doesn't show emotion. So when you do, it's like, fine, okay, that's weird.
But not when they tell me, hey, you're putting on like a front. You always just trying to be like strong all the time. Like I know you're not like this all the time, and it's like, nah, like most of the time I am. Like if I'm not, I'm not. But what?
So when they were saying, "Oh, you should show more emotion," did you ever agree to? Or
I always leave like, oh, I'm like, yeah, I know it's not okay, but the way I'm at, I'm not good, but it's for right now. I'm like, I'm gonna be alright regardless. So it's like,
I love that line.
Yeah,
I love that.
Regardless, like, okay.
Regardless.
And then in that situation, it's like, I tell them, hey, I'm not good at expressing my emotions. It don't always come out the right way. So I advise them, hey, like, it's probably best you don't get too close. Mm-hmm. But I'm not nigga. So if they find me interesting, they're like, oh, it's interesting. I'm a rather fun person to be around. I guess I don't get that. People like being around me, but
I don't get it either.
I don't get it.
Yeah,
but then in a situation, it's like, and that's another reason why, like, it's also because I'm kind of conditioned to it now. It's like, because it's like I tell myself, oh yeah, I can't talk to this person. I can't talk to this person, and like they're trying to like, hey, you can't. Hey, no, talk to me. And I'm like, nah, I can't do it. And then it's seemingly like whenever I do, it's okay, yeah, but but
it's always a but.
It's always a but.
Always a but not the right but.
So what we talking about?
And even if it
is but an apology?
It should. Honestly, no, it shouldn't be. At least, like, you say, oh, I understand that you're going through what you're going through, and I apologize, but that means you didn't really mean the apology to begin with, because
that's like here, shut up, take this.
Right.
That's what you do to like a kid. Like a kid is upset, you'll probably give him something that's gonna make him stop crying or something like that. It's like, here, like, take this. Like,
that's 100% the definition of gaslighting. That's it. People, I feel like, honestly, when it comes to these words are very effective, but I feel like people abuse these type of words like toxic, vibes, and all these words that's very effective words, and they have been effective words for some time, but like once people that's not that smart gets a hold of them, you know what I'm saying, they overuse it. Oh, I'm not feeling your energy right now. I just walked in the room. What are you talking about? Like, I didn't even say nothing to you.
You don't even
what
know
you talking
me.
about? Oh, I'm not feeling it. I don't feel the energy. You just got here. All right, you not feeling? Go, leave. You not feeling the energy?
Energy was fine before you walked in.
Yeah, like, everything was cool.
Everybody was cool.
It's you. Now go home and think about what you did, and then don't come back.
Think about what you did.
Don't come back. You know what I'm saying? It should be blowing mine. I hate people sometimes. All the time.
Man, I'm not toxic. I'm just too sick. That's the difference. I'm just too sick.
I like that. So in conclusion, how y'all feel?
Pussy is not a gift, nor is it an apology.
At all.
Not
at all. Like, you know what I'm saying? Don't give me no socks neither.
I like socks.
No, it depends on what type of socks it is. Like, if it's some fucking Fruit of the Loom socks, you know what I'm saying?
No, even if you give me like some Nike socks, if you give me like some graphic socks, cause I really like graphic socks. If you give me like some like,
no, if it's graphic socks or Nike Elite socks or some shit, then yeah. But don't go get some fucking Hanes socks. Do-rags, okay.
Yeah, so give me a do-rag, I'll probably accept.
You see how simple we are? Like,
as long as you put some thought into it and you thought about what I like.
Yeah, you didn't have to think about giving me some pussy. Yeah. Because at the same time, it's like, not saying, okay, you could be giving this to me, but you're also getting something in return. And in
most cases, they doing the same moves already. It's not like they
yeah, step your game up,
it's not like they
show me something new.
Like, imagine that thought process. Like, you have an argument with Shorty and she's like, oh man, he's mad at me. All right. No, I'm not gonna give him any money. I'm not gonna apologize. Oh. I'll give him some pussy.
It is like
niggas be like, it's just like,
man, have some more.
Have some more, please. Yo, niggas is so dumb, bro.
Oh man, I hate us.
Indeed, because like so we'll say all of this, but then we'll get with a chick and then like she'll offer pussy and then we'll take it instead of like an actual apology.
No, because I don't.
Who's we?
No, with me.
Who's we? So it's.
I don't like apologies.
She offer, like, if she apologized, like if she don't apologize but she offer pussy, like I'll get the pussy, but then I'll still expect her to apologize. Like,
she's not apologizing.
She's not apologizing.
The pussy was the apology.
Man, see, man.
So now you stuck. and mad.
Now I'm still mad. It's just like, fuck, man. Like, I shouldn't have gave in. No.
Now she got you.
That's
We just had a whole conversation about this.
And it's like a folded at the end. God damn it, was.
That's how they get you.
Shit.
Yo,
I can't
close out the fucking
I don't
video.
have sex. I can't fold anything.
God damn it. How did you fold? You had one
I
job.
don't fold anything.
You had one job,
boss.
boss.
In a minute. I'm not.
Watch, you
folding
had
anything.
one job. You folded.
Folding these queens.
Like and
Like,
subscribe. Please like and subscribe.
Give somebody you watch some pussy. Like,
No. Don't find nobody to get me no pussy.
Put some suggestions in the comments, man.
No.
Put your IG in the comments if you want to give Watch some pussy.
No. Do not listen to any of them.
Put your IG in the comments. You want to give Watch some pussy.